Yo, what's up everybody? It's Jay, DCA Adventure, back again with another cryptocurrency market update. If you love our content, please like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. This is not financial advice. Trading is very risky. You can make a lot of money very quickly, and you can lose a lot of money very quickly. If you guys want to learn how to trade, you're tired of losing money, then you need to get access to the DCA trading script and the private signal channel that we have in the Discord, and you will also get access to the DCA trading bots courtesy of AstroPark. But in order to get access to all that, you guys got to go join the Patreon group and join my tier, Trading with the View. $25 a month, and you will get access to everything I just mentioned. Plus, you'll get one-on-one time with me, and we can go over your trading strategy and get you buttoned down. We do have a lot of new guys, so we're going to go over some stuff that the guys that have been with me have already seen, but it's nice to get a little refresher. So we're going to do that and chart some coins here. But guys, I'm leverage trading on Bybit and Phemex. Links will be in the description. Both of them, you will get a deposit bonus and you will get cheaper trading fees. If you are inside the United States, you need to use a VPN. And I also am trading over on Firstrade. It's for stocks. It's on mobile. Link for that will be in the description, or I'll be posting it in the chat right now. But by signing up with Firstrade, you will get a free stock with 0 deposit. So super awesome. Shout out to HyperTrader, super awesome trading terminal I've been using to trade altcoins. Make it super easy, convenient. That you can chart, trade, multiple different exchanges, multiple assets all at the same time from one place. They have all kinds of cool features. They got news, they got signals. They're updating and upgrading every day. So link for that will be in the description. Go check out HyperTrader. They are super badass FA. Also guys, if you want the sweetest cryptocurrency merch that you can get your hands on, you need to go to dogelord.com. He has the highest quality cryptocurrency merchandise swag that you can get. And with that, let's just run it. Alright guys, also you need to go over and join the Crypto Mentors Discord. That will be in the description. We make custom trading tools tailored to your trading style. We also have a signal channel. We have trading bots. We have a bot that you can hook up through API through Binance, and it will trade automatically for you according to what trading script that we put it on. So go over there, check Crypto Mentors out. It's a super awesome place. We are getting floods of people coming in, floods of people joining the premium, and we got. You don't necessarily have to go off what the pricing channel says. If you get in contact with me, we can always work something out to get you set up. And join DCA Discord. Link for that will be in the description, and it's free. You can get free info. You don't have to join necessarily the Patreon group. You'll get better info there, but there's also great free info in the free channel. So definitely go do that, you guys. Especially if you're just getting into crypto and you're trying to learn, DCA is the place to be. You will not find another group of people as honest and willing to help you out like you'll find over in DCA. So stop over, check us out, say hi. And go join TradingView. That's where I'm doing all my charting. You can follow me, DCA Adventure, on TradingView. I'd like to start posting charts over there a lot more. I usually just post everything over in the Discord, but it'd be nice to start making some noise over there on TradingView. So definitely click the link, sign up. If you decide to get a paid plan, you'll end up getting $30, and that'll pay for a month or so of a premium plan. So don't want to miss out on that. But guys, we all know cryptocurrency is just freaking booming. Stock market's had a pretty nice plunge today, but Bitcoin's doing great, Ethereum's doing great, Polkadot's doing awesome. I really like Polkadot, and BNB, oh my gosh, Binance coin, that thing has been crazy. But Bitcoin is up 16.2% in the last 7 days, and the time of recording this is 5:38 p.m. 2/18 2021. Down 0.7% in the last 24 hours and break even for the last hour. Ethereum, $1,942, coming in at 0.4% for the last hour, up 5.2% in the last day, and up 12% in the last 7 days. Tether's going green, guys. We all know what that means. If you new guys don't know what the stable coins are and what it means when they turn green, basically people are jumping out of crypto and taking profits, and they're jumping into stable coins. So usually when the stable coins go green, everything else goes red. Polkadot, $31.15, up 0.8% in the last hour, down 2.4% in the last day, and up 33.1% in the last week. Doing pretty good. Cardano still kicking butt, coming in at 91 cents. It's 0.4% for the last hour, up 3.2 in the last day, break even for the last 7. But Binance coin, we're definitely going to chart this one today, guys. This is coming in at $194.08, and it's down 0.8% in the last hour, up 16.8 in the last day, and up 51.9 in the last week. Screw XRP, Litecoin 228, doing awesome. 0.6% for the last hour, down 2.5 for the last day, and up 26. Chainlink making moves up to $32. Holy crap. Bitcoin Cash, same thing, it's up crazy. Lumens up to 50 cents. Nuts, I could have been a millionaire if I would have had strong hands on that one. Dogecoin coming out at 0.060. USD coin, stable coin, turning green. IOTA, $1.51. I mean, these altcoins are going crazy. So you guys, when we got these big pumps, take some profits. Everybody always asks me, especially new guys, when do you know when to take profits? When do you know when to enter? Well, guys, that's why we use moving averages, and that's why we look at support and resistance. You watch all these other YouTube channels, and these guys will make trading seem like it is so difficult, and you have to be a genius in order to read these charts and all that stuff. And guys, I'm here to tell you that is not true. You do not need to be a genius, and you don't need to be a millionaire to get in these markets and trade. You just have to be patient, stay level-headed. When you're new, it's very, very hard not to want to trade every day, especially when your first couple trades, you nailed them and you got really big profit. You just, you feel like you got to leverage, well, not leverage trade, but trade period all the time. And I went through that when I first started. I felt like I needed to be trading all the time and every day, every second, and beating myself up when I missed them. And you guys can't do that. The markets will always be here. You will always be able to trade. There will always be opportunities. Trades will always be setting up. So just be patient. Don't force trades. Learn how to spot key areas of support and resistance, and learn how to use your moving averages. Those are the big things I trade with, along with the DCA trading scripts. So it's just you get a couple really good tools together, and you get you a really good strategy going, and you don't break your own rules, and you can be successful. You really can. You can trade once or twice a week, once or twice a month, once or twice a year, and be super, super successful. It's all about getting in with somebody that's going to help you. Oh, sorry about that, guys. You just got to find, you can learn this on your own, but you're going to take bumps, you're going to take your bruises, you're going to lose money. It's guaranteed, especially with crypto and not knowing how to do any kind of trading or knowing the basics. So if you're watching this video, you're definitely at the right spot. We try to teach you how to look for low risk trades, sensible trades that make sense. If you make a strategy and you make a set of rules and you go to enter a trade and it doesn't meet them rules, then you don't trade, you sit on your hands. For the new guys, this is very important, write this down. When we are in a bull market, it is easier to long than it is to short. That's for my leverage trading guys. When we're in a bear market, it's easier to short than it is to long. Now, we have a strategy that we trade with moving averages when we are in a bull market, or if they are set up correctly. And I'm going to show you new guys today how the moving averages need to be set up to trade them. And I'm going to show you a little bit on how to draw breakout patterns, and I'm going to show you how to draw in support and resistance. Let's get over here to the chart. So if you were in the DCA Patreon group, or you were in the Crypto Mentors premium group where you're getting signals posted, you guys would have got this trade here on the Bitcoin daily chart. We drew this channel in. We're trading the breakout here. So basically we went long here and we put our stop loss back inside this channel. So we broke the top of the channel. Now, so far what we're seeing is Bitcoin coming back and testing the top of that channel as support. So biggest thing to know about support and resistance is you always look left on your chart. What was old resistance becomes new support, and what was old support becomes resistance if you go down below it. So always look left on your chart. That's going to help you identify areas of support and resistance. The higher the time frame that you're looking at support and resistance, the stronger it is. Okay? The more times that you test support or resistance, the weaker it gets. So when we are testing resistance, like we did through this channel, you gotta picture it like there's people buying up here, or people selling up here at this resistance. So each time we come up and test it, we're plucking sellers out, plucking sellers out. What happens when there's no more sellers? We finally break through. Same thing with support. Each time we test support, we're plucking buyers out, we're taking them out. So every time you test it, it's getting weaker and weaker because we're drawing the buyers out. Eventually there's going to be no more people buying, and what happens? The floor falls out, we fall down to the next area of support, or we hit a moving average. Now, moving averages normally line up at support or resistance. If you are in the DCA Patreon group, you have the DCA simple moving average crossover script, and what the crossover script is doing is telling you when the moving averages cross, and when they cross, it could be bullish or bearish. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, and I'll get you guys to understand a little bit better. But if you were in our group, you would have taken this trade. Super easy trade. What we want to see is that validate as support. As long as this candle closes above that yellow line we had in there for that channel, that should be good confirmation for the next leg up. Oops. Taking a little peek at the DCA oscillator here. So it did print a nice bearish divergence. You got a little move down. Now remember guys, this is a daily chart, so each candle is representing one full day of trading, 24 hours. A little cool trick for you new guys, go down here to your cogwheel. You're going to click your cogwheel on your chart. You're going to check mark countdown to bar close. Now what that's going to do is going to tell you how long we have until this daily candle close. And on this one we have 1 hour 12 minutes. So by the time you guys see this video, this candle will have closed. As long as it closes where it's at, we should be in good shape. The simple moving average cross script that the Patreons have, it's using moving averages. It's using the ones that I trade with the most. Purple line is your 21-day moving average. Your blue line is your 50-day moving average. Your red line is your 200-day moving average. Now, I always leave them this color, so that way I know when I open up my chart, I know the purple one's 21. I know the 50 is blue. I know the 200 is red. Moving averages, what they are calculating, so if you're looking at a daily chart and you got the 21 average pulled up, this is the 21-day moving average. It's calculating the last 21 days of open and closes and gives you an average. 50 days calculating the last 50 days, so the last 50 candles. 200 moving average is calculating the last 200 days, last 200 candles of open and closes, and giving you an average area or price, and that's what these lines are representing. Let's close this down. So when the moving averages are set up like this, where you have your fastest moving average is sitting on top of your two slower moving averages, your 50 and your 200. Basically, you want your 200 all the way on the bottom, you want your 50 in the middle, and you want your 21 on top. Now, when price action is on top of the moving average on the 21, it acts as support. And vice versa, when we dip below that 21 moving average, it acts as resistance. Same goes with the other two moving averages. Right now on Bitcoin, I trade these on the daily because you rely more on them on the daily. We have nailed some super big trades using this trading script right here. But when the moving averages are set up like this, guys, we are looking to long every time we test that moving average. So when we come up, boom, we test the 21, taking a long there, you're putting your stop loss a little bit below the 21. And sometimes when we do test that 21 moving average, I watch it because we do usually dip down below a little bit, and that's exchanges knocking out stop losses. We got 50,000 of us looking at that same moving average, doing the same strategy. We're all going long at the 21, and we're putting our stops right underneath of it, minus 15-20%. Exchange will push that down to knock you out, and then the trade will go the way you initially planned. So it doesn't hurt to put your positions a little bit deeper, or try to be in front of the computer when we test that moving average. But every time we test it, take a long, get that big jump up. You want to take your profit. And you can see here, you could have had 1 trade, 2 trades, 3 trades, 4 trades. We did dip below here, so like I would have tried to long here, and it would have came down and hit my stop loss, knocked me out. Now we come down to this 50-day. This is another important moving average. I also long the 50-day when it is set up like this, and that 200 is underneath of us. So we come down, we test the 50-day, take a long, put your stop loss under here. Boom, we get up to the 21-day moving average. I'd have taken my profit because I know that 21-day moving average acts as resistance when we are under it. I don't go long until we break above it. So we break above here, you go long again. Boom, now we're all the way up here. And then this was the breakout trade that we played where we drew in the channel. And so far so good, in the green. So if you new guys traded this and you took this trade, just leave your stops, leave everything where you have them. Because anything could happen. If we do end up breaking back down, we're going to be looking for a support area of right in here. So 49,487 to 46,378. Very possible that it falls back down in here. Now, this is an important area on a daily chart. We want to be watching the support. You'll see a lot of YouTubers say, this is support, that yellow line. Don't ever draw your support as a line. Support and resistance are areas. You might get lucky here and there and set up a trade on a line, and it might hit and you might do great. But it's better to see the full range of where price could go. So we're watching this area, this blue box now, and if we happen to break down below it, the first place I'm looking to start buying Bitcoin or take a long leverage position would be right around $42,354 at the 21-day moving average. And if you shoot a line across, boom, you can see right there, support. That's old resistance, so it will become support over here on the right side of your chart. Let's scroll down a little bit. Never been this high, so you can't look. Well, I'll show you other examples of looking left on your chart. So that's your start of support right at the 21. So you're gonna draw you another box into the 21, and you're gonna put it right almost at the 50-day. That's the next area of support. Then if we break down and we end up blowing past that 21 moving average, we're going to keep going to the 50. and then you're going to take a long position there. If we break the 50-day moving average and we close under it, then we're going to go down even more. And then here's where you want to just start layering in all your areas of support on that daily chart. Sorry, you guys are probably going to hear my kids yelling in the background. Their cabin fever setting in. So while we are in the bull run, we are going too long. We're not going to try to short. That's like catching a falling knife, especially being in areas that we've never been before. So this is where you got to stay patient, stay level-headed. Don't be trading with your emotion. And like I said, guys, it does not hurt to take profit because we will always have pullbacks. You just want to make sure that you're looking at the right places, and having this moving average trading script is definitely going to give you a nice edge on where to go. So looking at the DCA oscillator, we're definitely we're not overextended yet. We're getting close. We did print a nice top here. Wasn't that big of a move down on these candles. And one thing to remember while trading moving averages, so if we dump down to the 21 and we go below it and we close below the 21, then we know that it's probably going to go lower. Because most times what will happen is it will dump. Oh, let me get my marker here. It will dump down to the 21 and then it goes below it. And then what will happen is it'll come back up and do a bearish retest of that 21 moving average. And if it can't get back above it and close back above it, then we're going back down to the 50-day moving average. If that 50 does not hold its support, we break back down under it. We'll come back for a bearish retest. Everybody will be like, oh my God, we're bouncing. No, we're not bouncing. It's a bearish retest. Do your research. But it'll come back. It'll test it a couple times. If it doesn't have enough ass to get through it, enough volume doesn't come in, then it's going to go down again. So you always got to be watching the moving averages. They're super easy to trade once you get the technique down. In the last few videos, we have talked about the Bitcoin log growth curves, and I've showed you guys how to tell if we are in a super cycle or not. We're going to turn those on, turn the moving averages off. Now we're going to look at the monthly chart. Okay, so for the guys that are just joining us and that are new, go back a couple videos. I explained what this Bitcoin log growth curves chart is. This is another trading script that I have made for the Patreons. Hang on one second, guys. Sorry guys, I just had to go straighten the kids out. But anyway, last few videos, go back like 3 or 4 videos, we talk about how this trading script works that I made for the Patreons. And this is what I look at when I'm looking at market cycles. We scrolled back all the way to 2013 and I showed you guys how to tell if we are in a super cycle. Now you can use this on any asset. But this is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. Now, if we go back to 2013, we're not today, but we got a top line, we got a middle line, and we got a bottom line. All the other lines in between there are Fibonacci levels. For my new guys, you have Fibonacci trading script where you don't have to know how to draw it. You can just use the script. It draws it on there for you. But basically, we're watching this middle line. Middle line and the top line are most important. So from 2013 on, we had a couple super cycles where we broke the middle line, and once we did and we closed above it, we shot straight up to the top line. Then bear market happens. Now, bull markets are not very long for Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3 months that we were going up, and then we had started the bear market, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months going down to that middle line. So the bear market or the bull markets are short-lived, and the bear markets are pretty long. But if you guys have watched the last videos, I have been telling you I have not been convinced that we are in a super cycle. because we have not had a good candle close above the middle line. Well, you can see now that on this monthly chart, this monthly candle is huge. It's way up there. And we got 10 days, 2 hours left for this candle to close. So as long as we close above this middle line, you guys, in the next 10 days, I'm going to start getting excited. Why? Because if we look back at all the other previous super cycles, every one of them came up to the top line. Right now, if it was to go straight up right now and hit the top line, it'd be at 94,600. But we could zigzag and do a little dance for another month or two, and by then, you know, we could be up into the $100,000 Bitcoin. So be keeping an eye on this, guys. This is where I'm thinking we're going to go if we can close above this line in the next 10 days. I think we're going to see a $90,000 to $100,000 Bitcoin. And if we do that, guys, that is for sure where I'm taking profit. I'm getting out and running for the hills. Another good way to know when to get out of crypto is when you got a whole bunch of your friends and a whole bunch of people that know nothing about it start talking about it. If you get an increase of people asking how to buy it, it's probably getting close to time where you need to be thinking about taking your profits. Just imagine taking your profits right now with Bitcoin at 52,000 and then it drops back down to 40,000. That was one of the support areas we looked at earlier. So being able to have that money to buy back in at 40,000 would be super, super awesome. Take that off. There it is. Okay, so this is the DCA Adventure Bitcoin Investor Tool. Not going to really go into how it works, but all the Patreon guys have this as well. Basically, it's helping you when to buy, when to sell crypto, okay, or Bitcoin. If you scroll way back, all the way back to the previous super cycles, you'll see that we did go up above the red line in a couple places and then came back down and went back below it. So if we get close to that red line, which we are getting close to it, you need to really be thinking about taking profits. If we go all the way up to the red line, that's 56,000. If we break above it, and we'll just measure how far this last time broke above it. So we got, we'll say 116%. So let's go measure over here. So if we go 116% from this line. Oh, wait a minute, I must have measured that wrong. Hang on, sorry guys. $112, $107. Just say 107%. So that would put us right around $120,000 Bitcoin. Just so you guys know, if it did break, it's possible that it could go to that, but or we can measure it this way. 47. Damn it. That'd put us at an $87,000 Bitcoin. 48%. So this is kind of the areas that I'm watching. Let's reset everything. Now you guys can see here on the DCA oscillator did say it did print a small buy. VWAP is curling up. It looks like it's about to bust over zero. So you want to be holding the asset while it is above zero, and when it starts curling down and going below zero, you want to not be holding the asset. We haven't made another wave yet. We're getting ready to start another hump. So hang on, my kids, you guys, hang on one second. I'm sorry. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. So on a weekly chart, the oscillator is overextended. We're right at 90. The weekly even printed a small buy, green dot. Area of support I'm looking for if we happen to have a little retest, or cool off a little bit. You could say anywhere from the area 41,274 to 30,362. And this is the area you need to be watching on the weekly, because if it breaks below there, then it's going to that 21 moving average. Right around 24,900, 25,000. And that 50-week moving average is sitting at a small area of support. You look left, our last all-time high back 2017. That 50-day sitting right at it. Not saying it's going to go that low, guys, but that's what the chart's showing. You'll be very surprised once you start trading these moving averages and you get this trading script and you're trading the weekly and daily chart. You'll be amazed on how accurate it is. Like seriously, if you trade the moving averages on a weekly chart or a monthly chart, you may only have to trade 3 or 4 times a year. You go in, not financial advice, but you go in a little heavy once you know what you're doing, and then you kill it. If you look and you notice the oscillator, when this, try to stretch it out, you see the orange wave in the back. It clips off here, prints a small sell or short sell, or you can look at it as a top. We didn't get that big of a move down. We got a wee tiny little red candle in there. So then we go again, and you see that the orange wave clips off the top. That's when we want to be looking to take our profit or go short. And this time we did get a nice drop. We were sitting at 42,000 and dropped to 28,700. There's a bullish divergence. You could have traded this. I don't like to trade divergences on the higher time frames. There's just not enough information there for me, so that's why I don't really mess with them too much. But you kind of almost got to be really watching when you trade one of these divergences. But on the weekly chart, the money flow index wave is way above zero, sitting around 17.86. So if you see it starting to point down, we're going to start dropping. Look at Ethereum. We'll just stay on the weekly for Ethereum. Stretch it or shrink this up. Now, most times, guys, the Ethereum chart will look like the Bitcoin chart. So if whatever you're doing with Bitcoin, you can do with Ethereum, or at least you could have. Not so much anymore. Ethereum's kind of decoupled itself from Bitcoin, and it does what it wants to do. But if we have a pullback on the weekly, you got a small area of support at 1463 down to 1170. We break that area, that was old all-time high. See, you look left on the chart. And for you new guys, if you're using TradingView, you go over here to your tools, you click the little arrow that's right beside it, and then you can pick whatever you want, add it to your favorites, and then here's your favorites toolbar down here. Okay, very handy. So I got this line here. Guys, notice this is old resistance. Should become new support over here if we retest. And that's right around $1,400. But if we do break that area and we close below it, be looking for the 21 week. It's right around 868. Now guys, these prices will change as the days, weeks, and months go on. These moving averages will move up. So you got to pay attention to the price. Just because I said 868 doesn't mean it's going to be 868. You just like a week from now, you just need to be watching that moving average and know that you need to trade it when we retest it. But if you look, the 21 week moving average is also hitting an old area of resistance / support. So it should become support over here. Now, you don't want to see Ethereum break that 21 week moving average and close under it, because if it does, then things are going to be bad again. Same with the 50. If it does close underneath the 21, look for the 50, and that's down right around $521. And I'm not saying it's going to go that low, guys. I'm just kind of showing you how to use the moving averages. Back here, we got the orange wave clipped off the top. We got a couple small red candles. Nothing to brag about. Did print a bearish divergence. Again, nothing to brag about. It didn't go down that much. But the VWAP, it is way above zero. It's at 21. Money flow index wave is looking good. That's the 1 week. Let's go down to the day. So right here, perfect example. We came down and got close to that 21 day moving average. You would have went long there at $1,654. Take your profit up here at $1,938. Wait for a pullback. Wait for it to come back and test as support. So what we want to see happen. Want to see Ethereum come up maybe a little more and come down. Respect the support. Could even come down to this. As long as it respects it, then that's our confirmation of continuation to move on and upward. DCA oscillator on the daily, not in the over bought area yet, which is good. Did print a small buy signal, so that's pretty good. You don't want to trade these momentum waves on the oscillator until you see the orange wave behind it. That's when you know that we got more momentum coming in or coming out of the asset. So just be aware of that, guys. Like right now, there's no orange wave over here, so we're not looking to trade anything yet. You know, it really helps to just sit on your hands and wait for the setup to happen. Let the trade come to you. Jump over to LTC Litecoin. Nice daily. We just had a nice bounce off with the moving averages. We got the 21 day moving average bounced off the 50. Didn't cross under, but it crossed it. It smacked it and kept going up, which is good. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see the 21 day moving average, no matter what time frame you're looking at, cross under your slower moving average. So if the 21 crosses under the 50, that's bearish. You want to be getting out of the asset or shorting. Same if you see that 50-day moving average cross underneath the 200-day moving average. Now when you'll hear people say golden cross, death cross, that's what that is. It is only valid on a daily chart when the 50-day crosses above the 200-day moving average. And when that happens, like back here, so the 50-day crossed above the 200-day, that's a golden cross. If you would have been in the DCA Patreon group, you would have known about this, and you could have bought Bitcoin right here or Litecoin right here at $44. Now, if the 50-day goes under the 200, that's a death cross, and it will dump. But on Litecoin, we do have a nice little area of support starting at 224 down to, you could even go down to here, 184. Right pretty close to that 21-day moving average, pretty much, right around 177. 50 days right underneath of that, 157. So if we dip down here, guys, and test any of these, you need to be buying Litecoin or going long, whatever you want to do. Looks like the momentum wave is starting to curl back up, so we actually might go up for another little pump. But I'll definitely be expecting some pullbacks here very soon, and especially with altcoins, guys. Bitcoin dominance is it's steadily moving up. It's not rocketing up, but Bitcoin dominance is steadily moving up. And what Bitcoin dominance is basically how much people are trading Bitcoin versus any of the other shitcoins. So when Bitcoin dominance is low, that means nobody's really trading it, that it's, everybody's in altcoins. So just a little something to know, keep in the back of your head. Let's go to the Litecoin weekly and see what it's doing. Oh man, okay, so we do got just a teeny tiny little bit of resistance over here on the left of the chart, right where we're at now, 224 up to probably 264. But guys, Litecoin's going to be breaking its all-time high very soon, I do believe. And we're going to get another bullish cross on the 50 week and 200 week moving average. On the weekly, if you're looking for a pullback, it'd be around 187 all the way down to 124. Not saying it'll happen, but possibility. We are in the overbought area on the oscillator. It is overextended. So just watch here. You want to watch and wait for that little orange wave to clip off, and when it does, it's going to print a little dot. That's when you want to exit or take a short. Jump over to BNB real quick. I don't really know the news behind this one and why it jumped up, so if any of you guys know, leave that in the comments. But yeah, on the weekly, it's damn, had the nice weekly bullish crossover with the 21 and 50 week moving average back here in August. So if you would have bought back here when the script printed the green cross, you'd be in super good shape. I have a couple BNB, so pretty excited that it went up that high. Gonna probably get my stop put somewhere up here in profit, maybe over here in this candle, just in case. Way overextended on the oscillator, like way overextended. So be paying attention and get ready to unload if you're holding BNB, and buy it back when we come down. Normally when they go straight up and we get these parabolic blow off tops, they come crashing right back down. So it wouldn't surprise me to see a $45 $48 BNB a coin again. Very possible. Looking over at the daily, nice breakout pattern you could have drew in right here and traded this. Easy money right there, guys, easy money. Or, you know, a lot of people would say this is more like a bull flag. But on the daily, if we were to test that 21-day moving average, looking at 95, possible. DCA oscillator did print a small buy on the daily chart. And you see how the orange wave clipped off on the top right here, and then boom, we went down. very accurate. You guys got to get access to this thing. It's only $25 a month. You ain't gonna find any other trading tool anywhere for cheaper than that. That gives you signals, gives you trading tools, gives you trading bots, and gives you a one-on-one time. So if you guys know anywhere who has all that and they halfway know what the hell they're talking about, let me know. Like to talk to them. So BNB, definitely be looking for that thing to come back down. Them straight up moves are not healthy, guys. It might do the same thing it did over here where it went straight up, then it consolidated, made a nice pennant pattern, and then boom, went up again. So it may consolidate again over here, make another pattern. Watch for the breakout pattern. If it's there, you got a couple touches on support and resistance, draw it in, trade the breakout. Super simple, guys, super simple. But any of these strategies we talked about and how to use the moving averages and how to spot support and resistance can work on any asset. You just have to be patient. You can't be trading with your emotions. You got to cut your losses super quick. Don't ever enter a trade unless you plan on putting a stop loss. I don't want you coming in the Discord crying because you got liquidated or you lost a shit ton of money. That's your own fault. You should have put a stop loss in there. I usually put a stop loss minus 25% of where I entered my position. And then as I start getting into profit, I start moving that stop loss up into profit. That way I lock them in. That way if something bad happens, I'm guaranteed profits. And at most exchanges, you need to be between 10 and 20% in the green before you can exit. And that 10 to 20% in the profit with leverage trading, that's just breaking you even after fees. So you really want to be higher than that to make something. Alright guys, my wife is not home, so I got to get up there and get them kids some dinner before they burn down the house. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you learned something. Get into the Patreon group or go join Crypto Mentors. If you guys want the bots, you want trading scripts, you want to learn how to trade, and you want to learn how to trade and not lose a ton of money. You don't want to take the bumps and the bruises, then come see us. But alright guys, I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you here in a couple of hours.